Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. Today is National... Oh, first of all, it's Friday. It is September the 23rd. It is National Checkers Day, or Dogs in Politics Day. Checkers was the name of the dog from Franklin Roosevelt.
I thought we were talking about the game.
No. National Great American Pot Pie Day today. Oh, I love those.
You love pot pie.
National Snack Sticks Day
I
today
can
as
honestly
well.
say I don't think I've ever seen anybody who likes pot pies
I don't know why
quite
I
as
do.
much as
I just
you.
do. I like National Snack Sticks Day. I like those as well. But if I had to choose between a pot pie and a snack stick,
Pot pie.
Pot pie is going to win. National Teal Talk Day today. Energize Day, which is the day after the autumn equinox. National Brave Day and Restless Leg Awareness Day. All of these things happening on this Friday. In addition to that, I've got a guest. My guest is Julie Beer. She's a best-selling author, bunch of kids' books. She's got a new one out called Why Animals, and it's got a whole bunch of fun animal facts. We'll chat all about it coming up.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. According to the old saying, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but a new study says it should not be the biggest meal of the day. Some believe that front-loading calories, making breakfast a big meal, and then burning through those calories throughout the day. Researchers from Scotland's Aberdeen University found that it doesn't matter whether we make breakfast or lunch or dinner the biggest meal. Our body will process the calories in the same way, at the same rate. The team did point out, however, that in the real world, by when we eat more food first thing in the morning, that could help you lose weight by making you less hungry at lunchtime and dinner time. So I've tried that. I've tried having a big breakfast.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me.
I'm like, I'm going to have a big breakfast, then I won't eat as much. And I'm like, man, now I'm even hungrier. So I'm like,
doesn't work
let's
for
go
me.
do a buffet or something. I don't know. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know? Who's the most influential modern entrepreneur? Who do you think? Just shout out a name.
Zuckerberg.
No. Not Elon Musk either. According to a survey in a poll of Americans for Herbalife Nutrition, participants were given a list of 40 entrepreneurs from the last 50 years and asked to select who is the biggest, most positive impact on society. Microsoft founder Bill Gates came in first.
What?
And then Amazon's Jeff Bezos, then the late Apple co-founder Steve Jobs. Elon Musk, founder SpaceX and Tesla, was fourth. Zuckerberg, who you guessed, was fifth. The rest of the top 10 include Oprah Winfrey and Melinda Gates and Sam Walton, founder of Walmart, followed by Google co-founder Larry Page and Ted Turner, the founder of CNN. So those are the most
Why was I thinking
influential.
Sam Walton had passed away?
He has. This is the most influential entrepreneurs of the
all
last 50
time.
years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why. All right. We don't know everything, and now we know this.
We don't even know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Colin Farrell received a 13-minute standing ovation at the Venice Film Festival.
Wow.
This is for his premiere of Banshee, the Inisherin. Am I saying that right?
I have no idea.
So this has happened a couple of times recently for actors getting really long because what was this guy's name?
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. His was like a 6-minute standing ovation. I thought that was pretty crazy, don't you? 6 minutes.
Yeah.
This one's 13 minutes. That's over twice as long. The 46-year-old Irish actor reunites with Brendan Gleeson and director Martin McDonagh in a drama about two men whose lifelong friendship is abruptly ended. The two actors previously starred in his 2008 crime comedy In Bruges. At the Venice Banshee debuted, McDonagh, Farrell, Gleeson, and co-star Katie Condon were all there. They met with the longest and loudest reception of any film that has ever premiered at that festival or any festival this season. Some have speculated, however, that this may have been in response to Farrell, who broke with tradition by wading into the crowd and taking selfies with fans and signing autographs, which only made the cheering get louder and more sustained.
Yeah.
The movie, by the way, will hit theaters in October 21st. That's almost kind of like cheating on the standing
That's
ovation.
cheating. That's
So,
fishing for
yeah.
applause.
So I bet if Brendan Fraser would have been body surfing on the crowd, his ovation would have been longer, too. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Swiss company launching a coffee-making system that you've probably never heard of before. It's designed to replace those capsules that produce thousands of tons of waste every year. Migros, M-I-G-R-O-S, or Migros, has announced coffee balls, spherical capsules that are fully compostable. Unlike the plastic and aluminum containers popularized by other companies like K-Cups, Migros says the coffee balls are encased in a thin, flavorless seaweed-based cover that can be discarded
delicious.
with the coffee after use. The company said Coffee Bee system also features a special coffee maker, which will be rolled out in Switzerland and France this year. So what they're saying is, if you want to do something good for the planet, according to them, go out and buy a whole new coffee pot, and then what are you going to do with your old one?
Throw it in the dumps.
Yeah, it's going to go in the landfill. Throw that thing away, and you're going to use this thing. I don't know. I think that just seems like a weird... Why couldn't you have come up with a system that would have fit all of the systems we already have? If it was really about what's best for the planet, that's what you would have done instead of what's best for your bank account.
Exactly.
So, moving on. Due to shrinkflation, the size of our snack packages may be getting smaller, but our appetite for eating them is not. Companies report snack sales are soaring. Doritos, Cheetos, Ruffles, Popcorners, Smart Food, and Sunchip sales grew by double digits in the second quarter. That's partially because the snacks are getting more expensive, but also because people are getting back to their normal lives and they want to eat food all the time. Eating habits have changed. People are increasingly snacking instead of eating traditional meals. 64% of consumers around the world say they prefer to eat several small meals instead of one or two big meals. That survey from 2021, it's up 59% from 2019. So they're saying there's more snacking happening now than even a few years ago. So there you go. Thanks for listening.
That's definitely the case at our house.
Oh yeah, but we got to quit doing that.
I know.
'Cause it's not good.
No, it's not been good.
I'm going to sweep up these crumbs and then I'm going to do something about it. Scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Our guest today, best-selling author Julie Beer, and she's got several awesome books out. Her latest, Why Animals? 99 plus awesome answers for curious kids. Julie, before you tell me about this, tell me about some of the other books you've done with National Geographic Kids.
Well, we've done other books with, big, broad questions of, the big book of why, with questions all over the place. But this one specifically focuses on animals. Why? Because kids love animals.
Absolutely. And I'm a kid at heart, and I love animals.
I don't blame you. They're pretty amazing.
Now, when it comes to animals, what are some of the common questions that people ask that you'll be answering in this new book that just came out this week?
One of the most popular animals or animal groups for kids are big cats, the lions and tigers and cheetahs. And cheetahs are the fastest animal on land, on planet Earth. So a lot of kids ask the question, though, they want to know more. Why do they run so fast? And I can tell you it's because cheetahs' bodies are incredible and they're made for speed. And their spine is actually longer and more flexible than all the other big cats and domestic cats and all cats. And when they run, their spine actually coils like a spring and allows their shoulders and hips to swing in this arc, which lets them just totally maximize every stride by just imagine a spring, closing and opening and pushing with each stride. And that's how they can run up to 67 miles an hour. And that's as fast as a car on a highway. I mean, that's amazing.
That is amazing. And I see we're also going to learn why cats always land on their feet. Why is that?
Well, I think anecdotally, we all know that if you scoot a cat off the kitchen counter, it plops down on its feet. And it turns out that always happens with one little asterisk, and that is they need 12 inches in order to land on their feet. And that's because they do something called a righting reflex. And big cats and domestic cats all have this ability. And what happens is when they start to fall, they instinctively rotate the front and back ends of their body in opposite directions. And this twisting motion, thanks to a flexible spine like the cheetah, allows them to orient their feet to the ground, and they literally always stick the landing.
That's fascinating, and I always wondered about that. Now, there's a lot of great questions that are answered in this book, but Julie, what was it that first made you decide you wanted to do books like this?
Well, I think I'm a curious person myself. So it comes naturally to me, and I think I was naturally inclined to, I'm not a scientist, but I love to ask questions myself. So I love hunting down and reading more and really diving deep into subjects. And this was just the perfect fit for me to work with scientists and read their papers and then also ask a lot of questions myself.
And National Geographic seems like a great group to work with. The book looks fantastic. The photos are amazing. And there's a bunch of fun little quips and clever things. Did you get to write those things too?
I did. I mean, I think that the animals lend themselves to humor themselves. I mean, one look at a sloth or a flamingo or a seahorse and you're already kind of chuckling. So it's pretty easy to get there with the humor. But I think kids love humor and, just another way to pull kids in the animals are easy. Kids love them. And so I think they always want to know more.
I love that. And again, we've answered the question, why animals? 99 plus awesome answers for curious kids. But how about the question, what is next? Do you have another book planned after this one?
There's going to be more in the series. I don't think we have them all ready to be released to line up yet, but animals are usually one of the most popular ones. We might delve more specifically into dinosaurs and some other books coming up because got to say, that's another one that kids just can't get enough of.
That would be fun. I would like to read that. How long does it take to put a book like this together?
That is a great question. For me, from beginning to end, it takes between 6 months and a year for me. And then, of course, the beautiful design and photos and stuff like that, that comes after I write the facts. That said, I know when I'm writing the facts that I'm not going to write an animal book without knowing that there's going to be some beautiful photos of dolphins or pandas or some of those animals that we learn to expect from National Geographic. So I keep some of those in mind too, but the photography comes after the writing.
Well, it's fantastic, and it came together very, very well. Julie, thank you so much for your time today. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Again, Julie Beer has been our guest, best-selling author of many, many books, and she's got a new one out right now, Why Animals? 99 plus awesome answers for curious kids. It's available now from National Geographic Kids. I'll throw a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
At any point in time, 0.7% of the world's population is drunk. How crazy is that?
Oh.
0.7, almost 1% of the world's population is drunk
I
at
think
any
we
given
can
time.
do better than
We
that.
can.
That's not very high numbers.
We can get up to 2 or 3. Oh, you mean we should be doing less? I see what you're saying. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
It snows metal on Venus. How crazy is that?
Oh,
Yeah.
weird.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
About 25% of people sneeze when exposed to bright light. I'm one of them.
Our son does as well.
Yeah, we both do that. We'll walk out and it's like, and we
Yeah.
start sneezing all over the place. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Workaholics generally get less work done because they take on too much work, and workaholics tend to be very disorganized. I'm going to just tidy some stuff.
And maybe have a little bit of ADD.
Just going to tidy some stuff. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
According to a study, colds and the flu take a bigger toll on women than men. And nobody really knows why. There you go. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Heidi, here's your question. 59% of people agree if a home smells like this, it smells clean. What is it?
Bleach.
No. Citrus. If a home smells like lemons or oranges or limes,
grapefruit. Yeah, I agree with
it smells
that.
clean. Well, you got it wrong, so I don't know if you do. I think you're just trying to sound cool now.
I agree with that.
Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I think this is weird, but I kind of want to try it. Kellogg's latest cereal is ready to eat. Just add water. Yeah, water. The
Ew.
company's new Insta Bowls look like traditional single-serve bowls. A small tub of cereal made to be eaten, but they're sprinkled with dry or powdered milk. They contain this powdered milk. Add some cold water and stir it a little bit. The milk rehydrates, and voila, you have a bowl of milk.
You know
and a
what?
bowl of
I
cereal.
might try that.
Instant milk and cereal. The bowls come in 4 types right now: Frosted Flakes, Raisin Bran Crunch. Raisin Bran Crunch, that's one thing. Fruit Loops and Apple Jacks. They're about $1.98 a piece currently for a bowl. Is that a lot?
I think so.
I have not purchased cereal in a while. I think when I was a kid, it was that much for a whole box of cereal. But it is a lot more now, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot more. So, all right. It's weird news. I've got a link to that, by the way, in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list. It is brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Merriam-Webster is hip to your slang, Heidi. The dictionary's added a new slew of slang among its 370 new definitions. You want to hear some?
Sure.
Yeet, an expression of surprise, approval, or excitement. Right?
Okay.
Another one, yeet, to throw something without regard for the thing being thrown. How can they both be the same word but different things? Janky, of very poor quality, not functioning properly. Sus, short for suspicious or suspect.
Okay.
Look, L-E-W-K, or look, a fashionable look. Distinctive to the wearer and noticeable to others. I don't know how you say this one. P-W-N. Pronounced like own, so pwn, or maybe it is own. I totally owned my opponents. Okay. Baller. Excellent or exciting or extraordinary, especially in a way that is suggestive of a lavish lifestyle. Other words considered but finally accepted into the dictionary are pumpkin spice, LARP, which is short for live action role play, and level up. And then there's one other one here, metaverse.
Pumpkin spice wasn't in there before?
Apparently not. Now it is. There you go. Several bizarre things on the list.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Here's your quote from Gertrude Stein. Gertrude Stein said, "Whoever said money can't buy happiness didn't know where to shop."
I love that.
Here's the
That
thing.
is true.
I will say this. Money does not equal happiness. But I can tell you, I would rather have a couple of bucks in my pocket when I'm sad, because then I can at least buy pizza. So
or beef jerky.
Oh, yeah. In my case, it would probably be beef jerky.
Yeah. Or pot pies.
Yeah, or pot pies, according to this program today. Yes. That is your quote of the day. Comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. Here's a headline. Man's wedding ring lost for 17 years. Returns days before a milestone anniversary.
Oh, wow.
He was reunited with his ring nearly 2 decades after he lost it in a river. This happened when the Royal Canadian Mounted Police said they were searching for a couple named Stephanie and Noel after a local resident found a ring while swimming in a channel. It's a popular place where people go. It's like lazy river tubing.
Sure.
They're doing that. Anyway, the ring is a men's wedding band with the inscription of Noel loves Stephanie and a date. That's when they posted this onto social media. They say, this may be the ring to rule them all, and we want to return it. So Noel Nissen said he lost that ring 17 years ago when he was on a summer trip with some friends. He said, we'd gone floating down the channel with some friends, and we were on our way to the car when I realized, oh no, my ring is gone. His father-in-law...
I bet his wife wasn't too happy when
No.
he came back from that
His
trip.
father-in-law saw the article about the ring on a website and asked, hey, do you think that might be your ring? He said, I thought, yeah, it's totally ours, but that ring was lost so long ago. He said, I was just in complete shock. The ring is in nearly perfect condition, and it arrived just before their 20th wedding anniversary. And I'm looking at the image of the ring online. I don't know if that's how it was pulled out of the water, but it looks like brand new.
Huh.
There's no way you'd tell this was underwater for 17 years. It says, you wouldn't believe how good of shape it's in after 17 years in the channel. I would have thought for sure it would have been worn down from years of water and sand going over it.
Right.
To celebrate their anniversary, they're going on a family trip this year, maybe a romantic getaway for 2 next year. Said we won't have kids around so much in this new chapter of our life, and now with my ring, it's in sickness and health, and better or worse. I suggest if you go anywhere, don't wear your ring if you're going in the water. Just saying. You might want to keep that
We
somewhere
always
else.
wear our rings.
I'm saying him. This guy's losing his ring. I'm just telling him not to do that. My ring, you would need the jaws of life to get this
yeah,
thing
well,
off right
yeah,
now. So-
both of us.
All right. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday.